Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Final Fantasy XI mit erleidet. Wir sind hier in Bosedan Glacier, nah an der Grenze zu Sakabad, und wenn wir Sakabad betreten, beginnt die nächste Mission. Und deswegen tun wir das auch gleich. So. Einmal hier den Gang entlang. Okay, jetzt muss ich bei J9. Mount mal wieder. Ein Animal Spur. Okay. Irgendwo direkt in der Nähe vom A9. Da ist noch nicht. Da ist noch das Jungfront, ist auch noch nicht. Soll aber hier irgendwo sein. Ah, da ist es doch schon. So, das lädt aber wieder recht lang. Halt! None shall pass. Oh, it's only you, erleidet. If you seek Excenmille, he cannot attend to guests at this time. The entire company has been plunged into the depths of shock. Count Arshia, you see, was felled from his mount by an arrow taken to the chest in an orcish ambush. To further compound matters, the arrowhead was dipped in a poison most vile. I fear he will not live to see another dawn. Confound it. Had only I detected the bloating horde scouts but a second sooner, it would not have come to this. Leave them, erleidet. Deprive them not of their final moments together. Excenmille. Yes, father. This belongs to you now. The father? This ring is worn by none but the rightful head of House Orishad? Jeremus. At your command, my lord. My eyes, they darken. I haven't much time. Hear now my last orders as your captain. I hereby relinquish command of the Knights of the Cardinal Stag to you, my lieutenant. Waste not the night's strength on burial. Leave my body to the beasts. Father! Farewell, my lord. 'Twas an honor serving under you. Captain! Ah! Hear me well, Knights of the Cardinal Stag. By order of the late Count Orishad, leadership of the unit has been passed to me. Those whose hands can yet grasp a blade, stand with me now. We go to exact a blood price from that accursed beastman for the life of our fallen captain. Jeremus, cease this madness! The knights are unfit to engage the enemy, let alone march. Why those words become you not, Lord Excenmille? Pray allow me to educate you. In war, troop strength alone does not the victor decide. Moral plays a role as prominent as any other factor. Ask a dozen good general this, and a dozen shall reply so. The cardinal stacks are united in grief and anger over your father, their captain's death. The time to strike back is now, whilst the desire for retribution burns fierce and new. Unless 'twas the young master's intent to say that he has lost his stomach for battle. I'm afraid, deathly afraid. Father shan't ever forgive me in this lifetime, nor the next, if I allow you lot to hobble to your death, shouting his name. Now then, I believe a kingdom unit is positioned on our left flank at present. What is their identity? What? How came you by that? Scrabble over such details later, man. Give me the name. Very well. They be Captain Ranchelot's Iron Rams. Learning of our unit's state of disarray, they've temporarily halted their advance a short way westward in order to safeguard our weakened ranks. Heck! Of all the units out in the field, it had to be the bearded brutes. Well, beggars can't be cursed choices, I suppose. Albert, you've done much for me already, yet I must request another favor. I need this message delivered to the Iron Rams. The Cardinal stacks haven't the strength remaining to engage the bloating horde in the open field. As such, we shall assume the role of bait and lure the beastmen into an ambush where the Iron Rams lie in wait. When the bait is taken, I shall sound the stag horn. It reproduces the stag's cry at a pitch as would carry across even the most clamorous of battlefields. That will be the signal for the Iron Rams to appear and dole out a warm reception for our orcish guests. I shall remain here and convince the men of my strategy and ensure that no acts of folly take place. I'm depending on you, Albert. May the goddess speed your way. Okay, dann muss ich jetzt zu den Iron Rams. Die sind, gar nicht weit entfernt. Ich bin jetzt in AJ9 und die sind in I9. Also es wird dann, das ist dann hier wahrscheinlich. Okay. Halt, falsche Richtung. So, einmal jetzt vorbeigerannt, aber da sind wir richtig. So, und es lädt schon wieder sehr lange, die Cutscene. Meine Güte, wie lang wird die denn? Ah. Ne, das Problem ist, ich habe wohl gerade einen Disconnect gehabt. Ah, ne, jetzt geht's los. Sir, an unidentified individual has breached the perimeter. Shall I make a precaution out of her? Huh? Stay your balls, judging from that silhouette. There's no mistaking it. Verify that is Elvib who approaches. A staunch soldier of the Alliance, she is, and one after our very own Captain's Heart of the Iron Ram, Captain's Heart of Iron, no less. Well met to you, Elvib. What brings you to these goddess-forsaken parts? What? Is this true what you say? That Count Aurea Shad is slain? And now the impetuous son has wasted no time to put on his late father's mantle and issue us orders? Truly, this is a grim day for the kingdom. Could it be Elvib? It truly is you. Cyrinos Bastillon. You'll never guess who's just arrived. So Excenmille is still alive and well. Not that I had expected any less, of course. 'Tis as I said, is it not? That Excenmille is as resilient as a slime. As resilient. True, that, but the resilience of which you speak extends to his personality too. Here he is again, up to his old antiques, planning reckless strategies and getting everyone royally involved. This is universally acknowledged. Fact aside, I see merit in the former captain's proposal. In union, the Cardinal Stacks and the Iron Ram stand a far greater chance of survival, if not success. Enough with the foolish pondering, you lads. We're up against the notorious Kingslayer and his bloodwing horde, not imaginary orcs in the streets of Sandoria. Such infantile strategy as was proposed by your playfriend would never succeed in 100 years. Spare us your ridicule. You elders are always quick to belittle children, but who was it that prevented the fall of the Garlish Citadel? Us, that's who. And tender of age though Excenmille may be, he has stared death in the face and survived some of the most perilous fronts this war has seen. With all due respect, sir, I would measure his combat experience above yours. Bah! Think what you will, little runts. I haven't the time nor patience to babysit impudent ankle-biters. Haha! It would appear the children had the better of you in the verbal bout, Alainison. Lieutenant Filiolaire... Oh Gott, ich kann den Namen... Filiolaire... ist egal. Chaps aside, surely you cannot mean to suggest we need the Lordling's ill-conceived plan. Let us cast aside our pride for a moment and ascertain whether the plan is, as you say, ill-conceived. Suppose the Iron Ram met the Bloodwing Horde in the open field. How likely is it that we would emerge victorious? Admittedly, the odds favor us not. The enemy outnumbers us 3-1 at the very least. That much is some common knowledge, I believe. and that our routes of passage continue to be severed by the advancing enemy line as we speak is also no secret. Discounting the cardinal stacks, no more alliance unit remain within with which joint operations can be conducted. Follow you my logic? Were the cardinal stacks to fall before the enemy's advance, it would only be a matter of time before the Iron Rams follow suit. Then the boys' proposed strategy to marry the cardinal stacks' mobility and the Iron Rams' striking power in an ambush operation would be our best hope. Precisely. As poorly as it does my pride to be upstaged by a child, I see no other way. You have the right of it. Then it's settled. Let us bring the issue to the attention of Captain Rangeloots. Very well. However, I would advise against disclosing the strategy's origin, lest the knights be given pause. Haha. In that we are agreed. Elvib, Rahal, I trust you two were paying attention. Have any other objections to voice? None whatsoever. Isn't that right, Elvib? Ah. To think that we shall soon stand shoulder to shoulder with Excenmille in battle. The prospect is positively invigorating. Aye. Our chance has finally come. We haven't the luxury of time. I shall personally prevail upon Captain Rangeloots to adopt the strategy. In the meanwhile, make all haste and deliver the following message to the young Count. The ram awaits the cry of the stag. The goddess preserve. Okay, dann geht's zurück zur anderen Einheit, aber ich werde einen kurzen Abstecher machen, weil hier gibt es gleich in der Nähe ein Homepoint und den werde ich mir noch schnell holen. Den brauchen wir später dann. So, wir sind zurück beim Animal Spur und ich gehe mal voraus, nächste Cutscene. "'Tis good to see you returned, Elvib. I fear the situation has taken an ill turn. Unable to master his desire for vengeance, Jaramus abruptly struck camp, taking all able men with him. They intend to strike back at the orcs. What of your end? I pray you have better news to offer me?" "That is heartening indeed. You have my gratitude, Elvib. And it would seem I owe Rahal and the others too. I shall thank them at the earliest opportunity. There is hope still. Let us pursue the cardinal stacks and prevent them from engaging the enemy prematurely." Count Orisha, a moment. I would have you take this, if you please. A vial of military prison powder, my lord. It shall veil your presence from enemy eyes for a time. Thank you, Vineri. This shall serve us well. According to Captain Jaramus, the Bloodwing Horde's main house presently occupies a cave situated north of our position. Should you use up the vial of military prison powder, return hither and I shall furnish you with another. Captain Jaramus left a small supply of for the wounded prior to departure, you see. Your help is appreciated, Vineri. I leave you the care of the wounded. 'Twould be an honor, my lord. Let's be off, Elvip. Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt weiter I7. Forbidden Portal. Northwest from the Animal Spoon. Okay. Das bedeutet, haben wir das hier gleich irgendwo? Geht Northwest. Okay. Wir finden es schon. Wahrscheinlich ist es draußen. Nee. I7, es ist weiterhin auf I7. Ich schaue mal, I7 ist aber schon... Ach nee, warte mal. Ach nee, I7, doch klar. Ich bin I9 und ich muss zu I7. Das bedeutet, ich muss darauf. Okay. Okay, hier ist das Forbidden Portal. Und dann klicken wir das an.